Jonathan Taylor. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 9. Over set. Play action now. It's Nix. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Third down and 3.
Let's go now. Touch.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got it inside the 5. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Let's go. 45, White. Ready.
Throwing on second down, Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now, third and goal coming up. To throw, Young. And he'll take it on in. Tyrell McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. His fourth TD grab of the season. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Second down, Nix. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Kill. Oh, my son.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's a designed run. Jonathan Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Atlanta. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
To throw is Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Hut.
Here's Young to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Kill! Almost set!
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver, they get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid gain.
Here's 1st and 10.
Almost set!
Here's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Almost set!
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Almost set!
Now it's Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Almost set!
Slot man in motion left. Knicks now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Almost set! Ready!
On 2nd down, it's Knicks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Captain.
Knicks from the gun on 3rd down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Falcons will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes the return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Back to throw. Young. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 43. Ready?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's Ryan Wright now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hold set. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hold set.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
16 yards.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, kill.
They'll run here with Kill. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7.
17. Panthers 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
10 black. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Tim DK that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll go play action with Hicks. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
That is brought in. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 95 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons up their lead. It's now 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Williams now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's set.
To the ground, a first down run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Now Young. The catch made by McMillan. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Ready.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
On the set. Come on. Ready.
A second down throw for Young. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready. Blue, 32. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. That's taken in by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
10 yards.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Now a timeout. Atlanta, it's their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
Trying to get it to Kyle Hicks. And it'll be third down. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. He's got room past the 25. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
First down, Atlanta.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
On my set.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On my set.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Red puck.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here's Williams on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Set.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here we go. 45. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
2 yards.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd
Let's
and
go.
8.
52 blue. Ready.
Throwing is Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And on 3rd down, that incomplete.
Every so often, like, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
A run with Caleb. Room past the 20. He's to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 91 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Little play action with Young. His way across the field. That is caught by Anderson. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And just no one thought that. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Now Young. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Let's go now.
They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
On the handoff, it's Tanner. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's going to gain a 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on third down.
The RPO. That one is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Send a man in motion right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
2nd and 6.
From 29. Here's second down and 6.
Ready.
To throw is Young. Middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Set. Hut.
Back to throw. Young. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here we go. Black ball. Hut.
Throwing on second down. Young. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hands.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Set. Ready.
To throw is Young. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
First down. First and 10
Ready.
at the 28-yard line.
Now give on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Down by James
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
That one too far up in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out. You find yourself down big, it's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On my set.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
On my set.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On my set.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. campaign. And it gives his team a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down,
Atlanta.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On my set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is 3rd and long.
On my set.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
Let's go. Hut.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
On the bootleg, it's Young. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. And after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers. Set to kick this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
On my set.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
On my set. Ready. Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
On my set.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.